chest somewhere?
That would be cool, yeah, if that happened. I will tell you in an instant, as soon as I can ever find it.
And here's the thing: no one's ever found any flat Earth artifacts because.
Well, there is actually
because they knew it was.
Talking about it, there is actually a chance that I can get a very old Freemason book. So. But I have
which they know it's concave. I mean, obviously, on every podium in every lodge is a celestial sphere. They obviously know what's going on.
Yeah, actually, the person that I could have asked that more information about is he had a brain clot in his, and he had a blood clot in his brain, so he had a seizure, very severe. So he can't talk anymore. But he was. Part of the Freemasons and Odd Fellows. He has a lot of interesting books, but there is a chance that when he dies, and he's actually just waiting to die now. There's a chance I get those books. So that would be cool if I don't know his will, but he actually promised me that I would get those old books, Freemason books, from him.
So you want him to die?
No, actually, at this moment I want him to die because for the last year he's like in a vegetable state now. So he isn't really living anymore. He has to be spoon fed. He can't talk anymore. He can't move. He's in a wheelchair. He can hardly recognizes persons barely, and. It's like he's waiting to die because his body's already, almost. It's
pull
almost
my
over.
Plug for sure. Pull my plug.
He actually asked me to pull the plug, but I said there's no plug here. You're still beating. Your heart is still beating. But he actually said to me that he would be glad that he died when he didn't wake up the next day. But yeah. His heart is still beating, and he doesn't have a document to where he have written that they can put him down in some way, shape, or form. He doesn't have a document. He can't write that document anymore because he doesn't have movements in his arms anymore. So he can't put a signature down. And they say he's not fit to make the decision anymore. But he actually said to me he wanted to die. So. Yeah, it's not very nice thing to see. He was a very, very, very good friend of mine. He's still a very good friend of mine, but
yeah, that sucks, man.
That sucks. Yeah,
sorry
he's
to hear that.
85 now, and he was like one of the biggest collectors of old books and artifacts. He made me actually interested in old books and everything. It was because of him. He made me enthusiastic for it. Like he was always getting, I have an old book again from 1700, and there's only 4 known copies, and I have one of them. Like those kind of rare books he had. Like there were only 4 in the world, and he had 1 copy. And sometimes he had the only complete copy. And he has a lot of Freemasonry books, like from 1820 or. That kind of old Freemason books, and they're pretty interesting.
Yeah, you need to make sure to share those with us.
That's if I get them, he promised it, but you never know what's going to happen, of course.
Well, that's what he wants, right?
Yeah.
That's what he would want. He'd want you to share that information with all of us.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people... How you can say it, there are a lot of people looking to get a lot of stuff from him. You know what I mean? If a guy has a lot of stuff that is worth something, you'll always have people, looking like, oh, when it's time, I'm going to snatch as much stuff as I can. And
Jared.
Yeah, what's up?
I think you finished work now. You're not delivering pizzas anymore.
No, I'm not. I'm off.
No, because earlier we kept seeing you in your car and kept hearing you click, 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 off your indicator for turning. But
yeah,
sorry. You finished work. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, Jared's on board, not at work.
Talking about pizza, did you watch? I think it's a couple of weeks ago. You have Horry Sheet. I don't know if you people that are regular here know Horry Sheet, and he does his
We
flat
talked
smack.
about it yesterday morning, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, Horry Sheet. Yeah, he also
we
does the
talked
flat
yesterday.
smackers live and everything. And it was funny because he said, "Well, I have to eat in a moment," but he was into his stuff. And actually, somebody that was watching actually sent him a pizza. So all of a sudden, the doorbell rang, and he got a pizza from free from one of the people that were watching. That was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Come on, Jared. I'm still waiting for my pizza, man. Come on. Where is it?
I will mail it by plane to the UK.
I want to
Yeah, due to restrictions that are, beyond my control.
overseas. Yeah. Jared, I want my
Lines.
Bob Marley
Yeah.
extra crispy.
and no, and they complain it's cold. What the fuck
Yeah.
is cold?
Yeah. Why's my Bob Marley extra crispy cold? Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
Where's my pizza? Pizza Hut, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't deal with anybody like that.
Do you ever get that, Jared, where people complain that the pizza's cold? Or do you get round to people like...
Oh yeah, no, I've gotten this before. It's like, yeah, last time I got my pizza, it was cold. I was like,
Yep.
well,
Fuck it up. Who gives a fuck?
I know that it wasn't cold because I'm the one that took it out of the oven. I'm the one that put it in the box. I'm the one that cut it. And I'm the one that put it into a hot bag right after that and brought it to your place.
Yeah. You've got them like bags, like pizza bags. You're like,
Yeah, so I knew she was lying.
yeah.
And I basically just told her, hey, well, call the store and let them know about it, I guess. I don't know.
You're the delivery guy. You don't actually make the fucking pizza and deliver it all at the same time, do you? Come on.
Yeah, but I wanted to take the pizza and smash it in her face, but
You also, was it you or was it somebody else that also did like put in flat earth truths like pamphlets in the pizza sometimes?
Yeah, that was me. When I very first started at there, I had pamphlets that were left over from one of our flat earth meetups.
Well,
and
yeah, actually,
so,
you did that, Jared. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah. But then I got talking to from my boss telling me that there's a complaint. Somebody called the office and complained about me leaving one of those things. And I actually, one guy.
Jared, I apologize. It was me because you actually left the condom wrapper inside the box.
Yeah.
What's up,
Larry?
Hey, come on. I'm always the one to come in and be the spoiler. Come on.
Oh,
It's
come on,
funny.
Larry.
No, real quick. It is funny though because like 2 weeks after that, I delivered to a guy that got one of those pamphlets, and he said, "That was you that dropped that off." He's like, "I haven't been able to sleep for like 3 days after that." Like, and so I still at least worked with him. So I don't know how many other people, but what's up, Larry?
To keep him as a customer, you could say, well, next time I bring you a pizza, I will put in more flat earth truth so you can actually update your knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, tell you what you should do. You should get them to design a flat earth pizza. Like you do, like with your chicken or whatever it is, and like you actually design like the earth on a pizza.
It really is a handy way to explain it to somebody. Really, it really does. Great, right? Because it really does explain things. You got the toppings of the land, you got the cheese, and it's the ocean or whatever, and then you got the crust. The outer crust is Antarctica, and the middle is North Pole. Bang, there you go.
Yeah, that's it.
The pizza has a diagram. Yeah, it all works out.
Design a pizza that actually looks like a flat Earth azimuthal equidistant map. You know, with like your continents and stuff. You know, like you put your chicken like in the shape of Africa, and then like the Russia and like North America and South America, and then Europe. Yeah, you should be able to do that, and then just there you go. Plus,
you can actually make it like an offer. This time, the flat Earth pizzas are Coriolis free.
There you go.
5% off.
Coriolis.
So I was kind of I was kind of listening. I've been on the phone most all day with different things, and I didn't hear Josh. What happened? Are you off or on right now? I'm not even sure.
He's on.
Am I online?
No, I mean, is it live or not live?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's live right now. It was not live for a second, just as I was swapping shows. That's all.
Okay, yeah, there's so many damn green cameras. I'm like, holy crap! I went to 3 places. I'm like, all right, what the hell's all right? Nobody's here.
Larry Sebens.
Yeah, that's me.
I've seen you in chat earlier. I've been on here since like fucking 4 p.m. today. UK time.
Yeah. Well, I've seen you on. I've been listening, been chatting, had a few conversations and listening stuff. Yep, nice to meet you.
Yeah, but I've seen you on chat earlier, and it's like people are saying, "Oh, Larry, jump in." And it's like, well, wait a minute, I'm waiting for Larry. But no, jump in.
I was taking care of a few things, and on.
You're in the US, so it's like a bit different. Hour wise, so.
Oh yeah, well it's not bad here. It's only 7:40, well 7:38 to be exact, 7:38 p.m. here.
I'm on 12:38, so yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, 5. Yep, 5. And actually, after Saturday night on Sunday, you would be. Well, I would be 8:38 because we set the clocks ahead on Sunday, Saturday. Well, Sunday early morning.
Does it change this weekend?
Yeah, change is already coming.
Fuck's sake! Oh, I can't be arsed with that shit.
Oh, the clock changed again.
Yeah, that stupid thing we do every freaking year, which makes no sense.
Oh, that's bullshit. That.
I know. The only state in the States that doesn't do that, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, is Arizona. They don't change the clock.
You're right.
There's a few places in Europe that don't do it.
It doesn't make any. It makes no sense. They did it years ago because the children got on the bus early and wanted the light to be the sun to be up or whatever so they could see and different. Well, it makes no sense because they get home it's freaking dark anyway.
Yeah.
But you know what?
When they go back, it's dark. Yeah.
I remember being younger, and I got told it was because of the farmers, in the UK, because the farmers, and the churches, farmers and the churches, because they wanted it all different because of the fucking stupid times and this, that, and the other, with the light changing, with the sun coming over.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't rise.
Oh, yeah.
It comes over your head. No, it does not fucking rise over the globe. Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look, when I wake up, if it's light, hey, it's light. If I wake up and it's dark, I'll sleep a little bit longer. It's easy.
Exactly. It's like this clock's going back, in like the fall or the winter, autumn, as we have it. We call it autumn. You call it fall. Yep. But it's like the clock's going back, and you get that extra hour in bed. It's like you get up that hour earlier, and you're just like, oh, what fucking time is it? Why am I getting up at this time? My fucking phone automatically changes time. Like your smartphone, like your mobile, it automatically changes time. It's like, what? Shit, is it that fucking time? No, it's not, because the fucking stupid clocks have gone back a fucking hour. What a load of shit. What the fuck? And then you're sitting there, and then you sit there, and it's like wired. Like, what the fuck? I shouldn't have got up this early, because it should have been this time. It shouldn't be fucking an hour earlier. What the fuck's going on here? An hour fucking earlier or an hour fucking later. So I'm gonna lose time this weekend.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I'm working Sunday. Actually, I might get out of work an hour earlier because I'm working. So.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I got the Hangout page up and everything else. So, yeah, I had a lot of good conversations today. I have a voicemail which I actually have not listened to, which actually came in. Josh, you still there? Okay. All right. Maybe Josh might be busy right now. So
yeah, it could be.
Oh no, he's gone, isn't he? It's even Josh's Hangout, but yeah, he's disappeared.
I don't know if I want to listen to your voicemail, Larry. You might get struck for porn bombing, maybe. You know?
No, Artez. It's not from one of my chicks.
Oh,
come on.
Okay. You never know.
Thanks. Well, actually, it's kind of funny because Artez has known me for a while, so that was a good comeback. I can't dispute the comeback. That was pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes I have a good thing, but sometimes not too often.
Well, usually if I say something like that, Artez is like, "Wait a minute, I got 75 tabs open. Hold on, let me get the record one. Hold on."
Yeah, I'm like Snack. We are like the tapaholics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, let's face it, man. I've done some funny shit. I've gone back and watched some of my stuff, and I even laugh at myself.
Yeah. Oh, you're funny, so that's.
Well, you got to have some humor. I mean, you got to have a laugh.
Of course,
yeah.
You have to have some humor.
You got to have a belt. Yeah, Lee, go ahead.
I'm just asking, on your avatar, your picture, is that a fucking burger on your jumper top?
Oh, that's what everybody says. It's a hamburger. It's actually
it's a hamburger, man.
Yeah, no, it's actually a Sturgis. In the U.S., we have bike rallies. Daytona's a big one. Sturgis is the biggest one out in North Dakota, and that's actually a Sturgis shirt that my friends brought back from 2006 rally out in Sturgis, and it's actually the logo for Sturgis on the shirt. It's got the flames on the arms, and if I turned around, I still have the shirt. It's funny because Jibby actually wore it when I saw him over a year and a half ago, and he came to the house. He actually put the shirt on, pretended to be me. It was funny as hell.
It looks like a fucking king, like a Burger King burger or something. With the
how do you write that? Is that STURGES?
STURG. Yes, I think that's correct. Yeah, Sturgis. It's the biggest bike rally in North America that I know of.
Good to know when I make a bobblehead for you. Yeah.
Okay.
At least have that then on. I have to find it's a very old logo, probably, or not.
Oh yeah. Well, Vinny kids me all the time. He says, Larry, before you go, I want to take a bite out of your hamburger shirt.
Oh, that's where that quarter pounder with cheese.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. I was corrected in chat. It's South Dakota, not North Dakota. So I apologize. I wasn't there. My friends actually brought the shirt back for me. I was not at the rally. They just brought me the shirt.
South Dakota, North Dakota. You can't get much different, can you? There's no East Dakota or fucking West Dakota, so it's either North or South, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they're close and they're very joined. So.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Josh. He's on his phone, I guess. There.
Oh, Josh is.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Hey.
Oh no, I was listening the whole time. I was just.
Cool. Hey, Josh. Earlier today, I thought you handled yourself excellent. Very well said, and yeah, very well said. That's all I could say. You handled yourself very well in light of what was going on in chat and different things. So very, very well done.
I think I know what you mean, Larry. I was listening. I was on then listening to that, and I think I know exactly what you mean. I won't say any names.
Yep.
I don't want to name anyone. Yeah.
Yep. It was. I'm sorry, Josh. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think everybody knows. Nobody needs to say any names. I think everybody knows who is being.
You like who Larry's talking about? Yeah, I think we all know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually, kind of ironic. I have a voicemail sitting I haven't listened to yet, which actually came from that person. Haven't listened to it. I can say that I have spoken to that person, who has said, Josh, if I'm not mistaken, you said this before. The gentleman said it's not about the money, has nothing to do with the money. Zero is due by the acquiescence of that statement and comment via parole or parole contract, as it would be in legalese. There is nothing owed, so there is no debt. It's been canceled, and I'm happy to report that.
Yeah, it's a little odd when you said that it's not about the money, because anybody that was reading the chat, that's all he talked about the whole time. So yeah. And yeah. I Larry, still gonna give it to the guy, like, just that way nothing can ever be said about me, it just gets rid of that. Although it's kind of sad to realize that, hell, I could write the guy $1,000 check tomorrow, and that statement right there, it's not about the money, then what is it about?
Right.
If $1,000 tomorrow, he still wouldn't stop what he's doing right now. So what does that mean? Like,
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just covering your back. What you were doing earlier is just covering your back, mate. You know what I mean? Covering yourself.
Josh was actually trying to resolve it, so I spoke up in the back chat, and I was like, all right, well, name an amount. Someone, anyone who does, physical labor, and you compensate in certain ways. Possibly you give them a chicken or something. I don't know. It could be anything.
Something, Larry, at least something. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, let's get down to the nuts and bolts here. Like, how much? Like, what are you talking about? Like, do a spreadsheet real quick. Show the amount and get two parties to it. This is very simple. This is like business. I've been doing this 30 fucking years, so I've been doing it a long time. This is very simple, very, very simple to do. And when you get one party that's like, okay, well, yeah, okay, I'm game, and the other person's like, no. And by the way, Sally called out my sister yesterday, and she's talking to Peter, and Peter knows Bob. And Bob, I don't like Bob because Bob did a certain thing to me last night. Bob gets too drunk at the party, and he hits on Sally. And Sally, I don't like too much anymore. That's my sister, twice half removed from my cousin, who I've met up with a couple times. We don't want to talk. Come on, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah, come on, what the fuck? Yeah, that third party shit, isn't it? What the fuck?
Yeah. So anyway, that particular portion hopefully has been put to bed, and Josh took the upper hand as far as being a gentleman about it, and I applaud you for that. As a younger fella than myself, I applaud the way he handled it. The other gentleman didn't handle it so well. Shame on that person, and perhaps when he grows up a little bit, he'll be back and perhaps have a good discussion.
Oh, I'll give Josh a massive clap for that. Yeah, too. A good round of applause. Yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say, don't give him the clap. That'd be.
No, I won't give him the clap, Jared. Fucking hell, come on. I'll give you a round of applause.
Yeah.
Fine. Right, English. I'm English. Come on. I'm in fucking England. Come on. Don't forget that. I'm in England. Come on. We have like references to certain things.
That's like a touchy subject for England.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna give you the clap. Look, I ain't gonna give you the clap, but I'll give you a round of applause for doing what you did earlier on this stream or last stream. Yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Nice of you to say thank you so much. And you know what? Isn't that just how we're supposed to handle stuff, though? Like,
correct.
Yeah. Be a man.
Josh, you always do.
Be a man about it, You're gonna man up, as they say.
You do a good job, Josh, but you know what your problem is?
Jared, don't even fucking start.
Well, so like, okay, so apparently, he did not use a credit card. He did use his business account. So apparently I was wrong on that, and I was called out on that, which I got no problem saying that I was wrong on it. Like, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? I'm wrong about something. Big fucking deal. Like, nobody's ever been wrong about something, you know? Like,
yeah, which you actually did apologize for, because I read that, and you're like, "Hey, my bad. I'm sorry," and move on.
Yeah.
I was just making it public right now, Larry, and letting people know that evidently that information is, you can't take that to heart on what I said about his method of payment. But on the other hand, he also neglects to mention about like everything else I showed and talked about, you know, like you're wrong on this. Well, okay, what about this, and that one, and this one over here? Oh, well, it's not Tartaria, it's not the giant trees, damn it. Like, okay, I'll talk to you later.
What the hell's trees? All of a sudden I'm a lumberjack? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. I guess this is all the giant trees' fault. I've actually heard that on live hangouts. Like,
get your lumberjack jacket on, yeah. Where's your fucking?
So, guys, Elon Musk was in the chat a second ago, and I asked him to put his email address in the chat so I can get him back on the panel.
Yeah. He seemed really cool, Josh. You know,
I totally want him on the panel.
Yeah. He's like a fellow Englishman, same as myself. You know, a fellow Englishman. Yeah, he seemed really cool, and he was like on the fence, like you're saying. He's like,
he's the perfect person I want to talk to. Right. He's the perfect.
That's it, Jared. He wasn't disagreeing with what we was talking about. He was sort of like having a decent conversation, you know.
Yep.
Guys, there was times where you could hear like he was rattled, you know, like he was rattled.
Yeah, I've listened off and on, although off and on today, and I have to say that you know, even though the title Elon Musk, you know, we totally get it. Ha ha, I got you. You know, just chilled back and listened, and that was pretty globe or not or whatever. That's up to that person to decide, and that's cool.
That's it, Larry. We was talking to him like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, and we had a really good conversation with him, and he seemed really down to earth. You know, like it's probably a wrong expression, down to earth, but you know,
no, it's right. That's okay.
Yeah. But he seemed to like not just like so disagree with what we were saying about flat Earth when you sort of like have a conversation with him about the flat Earth. You know, it's like he was trying to sort of see it in his eyes and what we were seeing in our own eyes. You know, because everyone sees it; it's in your own perspective, sort of thing. You know,
he wants an edge.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Where's the edge?
Yeah, but what I always find a little bit interesting is when people believe, let's say, in the globe narrative, their universe can be endless, but there have to be an edge on the plane that we live on. So on one hand, it can be endless. The universe is endless. We don't know how far it is. But a plane that we live on has to have an edge. Okay, why can't it be endless like the universe? Because that's in your narrative, so.
Well, too right, Artis. Yeah, absolutely. Well, why should there be an edge?
Where the hell were you on that one, Artist? Where were you?
Huh? Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry.
Don't bust on Artez. He was doing the Phenomena song at the time. Come on.
Yeah,
no,
man.
that's a great, no. He brings up a fantastic point, and I wish he could have been there to do that.
Well, it's like I try to keep it as simple as possible always. It also helps because I have the language barrier, so I don't want to use all those not too many fancy words because there's a chance that I fuck up.
No, Artez, I've been around you for a while. You're good. Anyone who can articulate can read through and understand what you're saying. So yeah. Don't worry about that.
English. I think you speak better English than I do.
Hey guys, real quick, just to let you all know, apparently my power just went out.
Oh.
I think somebody downstairs kicked the circuit breaker. So that show's probably gonna end in a second, which sucks because I just started that shit.
Yeah, shit, man.
They're listening. It's a fucking government, Josh. They're listening to your fucking stream. They're thinking, fucking hell, that Josh, that Uber Flat Earth, that Josh, he keeps putting fucking streams on. We'll just
right above the target.
We'll just fuck him off with his electric.
Yeah. He's getting people over the fence. Well, yeah, that we don't want.
Yeah, people over the fence.
You all sound like paranoid flat earthers.
Yeah, no, and I see Zern. I see Zern out there too. Zern, hey, calm down before I call your ass.
Zern mad? Is Zern mad about something?
I see Dem's on the call, but Dem hasn't said anything yet. Dem, say something.
Hey, Dem.
Hey, Dem.
What say you, my black, not black person friend?
Dem. No, Dem's not saying anything.
I think Dennis is polishing his coin collection. Wow.
He might be at work actually, which is usually what happens when he's muted for a while. He just uses the panel, listen to it, and then chime in if he wants to.
All right, excuse me, gentlemen, for a second. I got to make a phone call. I'll be right back.
See you later, Larry. Thanks a lot, man, for stopping by. Always a pleasure.
Later, Larry.
Larry seems really cool. Like, I saw Larry in the chat earlier, Josh, and like,
Larry is really cool. Larry's
first time I've met Larry.
Pretty selfless guy.
You know, I love this. You know, honestly, Jared, I really love doing this.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's great. I'm glad you're here too, man. This has been fun for me as well.
Yeah. Especially like with 5 artists. He's in Germany. Because I know we get a lot of US citizens, you know, coming in from doing these hangouts and shit. But yeah, I love coming on, chatting with people and shit like that.
It's always great because likewise for me, because you learn a lot, or you get handed links to certain things that you think, hey, I never looked into that, or I didn't know that.
Exactly 5 artists. Yeah,
and it could be not even flat earth things, just like a cool movie that somebody watched. Hey, check out that movie. Oh, cool. Or something like that even.
And you two get a fucking room.
Oh, fuck you, Poe.
Get a room.
Who the hell let him out of his cage? Somebody gotta get.
Yeah, I've got the watch page open. I can't get out of this fucking thing.
Who left the door open?
Minute.
Old person.
Hold on, my computer's going crazy.
Who left the door open? It looks like Sasquatch took over the panel.
Did you go to public school?
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Right, I've done it. Okay, what's cooking?
All right, I got the cocaine cut.
What? I should let that
didn't know that they sold cocaine in chips bags. But...
Got it.
Chips are delicious when you're. There's nothing better when you're having a hangout than chips in your microphone. It's great, isn't it?
How you doing?
Yeah. He's opening crisp.
That's it.
Hey, man.
Crisp.
Man, ain't doing.
Have you sorted your vape coil out then, Pope?
Get out of me. Ready? So, I mean, what?
Yeah, say that again. There was a lot of background noise.
Yeah, Paul, you were saying earlier in the chat you was going to sort your coil out for your vaping fucking e-cig.
Oh, I've done them. Swapped them.
All done. Sorted.
Hey, Pope, did you hear about what happened to Trump today?
What happened to Trump today?
He gave up.
He's not a quitter.
He gave up. He just said, fuck it. You know what? You guys win.
Do you know what? I wish he would say, fuck it.
What? Is that with the fucking North Korea agreement and that?
Yes, so you've got to know when to walk away.
Fake Korea? You mean North Korea? Fake Korea? What?
Yeah, that's what you mean. Fake Korea. Who's eating fucking...
Wait till Bear gets on the case and starts